Hello.
Here.
Yeah, much better. What happened? You had to start like uh a new podcast link.
Yeah, I don't know. Spotify, they do this shit. They did it to my friend earlier. We were doing a good conversation, good 45-minute show, and it just cut off right in the middle of it.
Damn.
And yeah, I was really pissed off, but it's all right. I'll get back to him tomorrow. Um, it is what it is. So,
So
um,
I don't know if you heard me like guess the answer, and I was like, I don't know how I could have let that one. It's got to be the clouded memory, but like you were like New York, New York. I'm like President Trump.
yeah, he was born in Jamaica Hospital.
Wow. I would think that like didn't he grow up rich? That he would be. Was it once like a well-to-do area?
I would assume so because it's not. It's in Elmhurst, and it's in between Jamaica and Elmhurst, like the borderline,
Uh-huh.
and it's pretty much in an area where there's nothing else is around but a deli, and that's it. There's nothing else around there anymore. So, but yeah, you got it right.
Yay! What do I win? What do I win?
Absolutely nothing.
You win. Absolutely nothing.
Right?
Are we
Y-
are we recording still?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Um, so yeah, like I don't know how that one like just totally flew over my head. I had to like stop and think for a second. I'm like, oh my god, you look like a moron. Or sound like
It's always the easiest answers that you don't know, and it's right there in the top of your head, and you just like,
I was thinking good
sh-
presidents.
shit happens. Like, who gives a shit? Like, that, yeah.
Uh,
I was I was telling my friend the other day. I was like, actually it was my friend I was talking to about on the other show. I said to him, I said, look, I said I don't argue with people anymore. Like, yeah, I will go off it once in a while and vent, but I'm not gonna waste my time and my breath, like, you know, trying to get my point across
right.
when I know that you're a fucking idiot and you enjoy being a fucking idiot. So I'm gonna let you continue to be a fucking idiot on your own time, not mine, because you're not wasting it. I'm not doing it anymore.
You think idiots know that they're idiots?
No, they think they're geniuses with a J.
um, I just wonder that it's like, do you think that and you can't even have a good rationalization or a good argument anymore because people are crazy, and
No,
you hear way too often about people they were having an argument and then just someone took out a gun and
yeah,
killed them. It's my life.
yeah,
It's not worth it. Um,
because people can't fight anymore. People can't. They're a bunch of cowards and punks. And most of these kids nowadays, the same shit. Pull out a gun at night or something like that. And that, not like, I can't defend myself, my wife can't defend myself, but like I said, I don't want to commit child abuse.
yeah. So
I whip their ass, then I go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck? I'd rather be like, you know what, young man, young lady, this is 2023, transgender toaster, microwave oven, whatever you want to identify as, I was, what, see you later. You go your way, I go my way, and that's it.
I don't even know what to call people. I mean, to each his own, said the man as he kissed the cow. My mother used to say that, but it's gotten to the point I don't know if they don't just. I feel like I might be offending someone who might look like a woman by saying ma'am or miss. I don't say ma'am by saying
It,
because they identify. If they don't have identify as either, I don't know. I didn't mean to offend someone. Same with males. And if you look like a male, you sound like a male, I'm going to call you sir. I don't know for a fact that you don't identify as anything, you know, and it's just weird. Like when I'm on stage and I don't want to say sir, but it's natural. That's how we were raised. We say either miss or sir. And now it's sort of like all or nothing. It's all like it's not sort of like, okay, I'm gonna guess it, and like I'm gonna assume that you're a woman unless you tell me otherwise. I'm not a mind reader. I didn't mean to offend you by saying sir because you look like a guy. But it only happened like once, and they said they
Uh-huh.
prefer to be, they identify um as a woman, but they weren't dressed up or anything.
Hmm.
So I, it's natural. What would you have done?
Yeah. See, that's my problem too. Like, I want to go and do what I usually do, my shtick and everything. And it's just like, it's gonna be kind of hard to do that. Like, I did Brian Stoop's show last Sunday, and Brian's a great guy. And it was just a bunch of comics and their friends and everything, and you know, like they were like scared to laugh at some of my shit, and I'm like, it's okay, it's funny. Like, you can laugh. No one's gonna get like offended in here about anything like that. You're okay. This is a safe space. We're here, whatever. Like, and that's the thing that I want to struggle with if I continue to do this. If I want to do this, because I'm like, I know that I want to say certain things, and I'm going to offend somebody, and I'm going to say something that they're not going to like, and they're just going to have to deal with it because I'm going to tell them straight up. At the end of the day, it's just a joke. There are a lot of people who have different sense of humor. There are a lot of people that say things that I don't like. You know, racist, black joke, whatever the fuck. It's funny to you. It may not be funny to me, but you're entitled to say it.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Because I can't go and be like, a hypocrite and say I don't like that joke, and then say what I say about somebody, maybe like a transgender or whatever. So, that's the thing I struggle with. And a lot of comedians do it too. A lot, some comics get in trouble for it, and some people don't care. Like the high tier millionaires, they can get away with that.
Right.
But people like me, I say one thing. I mean, I get booked. I'm not getting booked right now, so it doesn't. Yeah, I don't give a shit. But the thing is, like, that's for that. I just had to get that off my chest. I just felt like I had to say that.
No,
So,
went away. Let me ask,
it is.
as a black comic, did you get, what exactly did Michael Richards say that got him banned from comedy? Um, and how do you feel about
When was it? When was it?
Michael Richards? I thought he was banned for comedy for life because he he used the N word.
Oh, that was 100 years ago. Everybody needs to get over that. This is my thing. You've been heckled before, right?
uh no. Yeah, yeah, I have.
Okay, every comic has been heckled at one point in their career in their set.
Anyone
So
that
when those two black gentlemen decided to go after him, I'm not saying what he did was right.
right.
They were just as wrong as he was, you know. And we now live in a society, unfortunately, where whatever we say, we we will stick to us, and we gonna have to deal with that.
Yeah.
And it's this quote unquote cancer culture bullshit. Like
Oh
if
my
he did that
god.
now, you wouldn't even hear Michael Richards right now. They would have to block him out of all the Seinfeld episodes.
Yeah, 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 okay, yeah, that's true. That's true.
And he's the funniest one.
He was the funniest one. He was the best. He was the greatest character.
Yeah, him and I think George is a little tired on it. When it comes to me, him and George are like neck and neck. But yeah, they made the show, So
What's the
you
matter
know,
with Michael Richards saying something? He's entitled
yeah.
to.
But you know what? My thing is this: comedy you made to make people laugh, make people think.
Yep.
You may offend somebody. You may say something that you may that somebody may not like. But the thing is, out of a group of people in that club or wherever that bar or whatever, if there's like 20 people, I guarantee you 5 or 10 people will find that funny. One may not like it, maybe feel like, but most of the people they will know for sure that shit was funny.
He, he,
And like my thing is I don't understand that. Why do we get offended about jokes? That's what it's supposed to be. It's always best in it for every comment is pushed the envelope. So why now do everybody have to be so mad about shit like
Oh my God, it's horrible. Like ever since, I mean, it was sort of like before the lockdown, like it was starting, but it wasn't as bad as it was, post quarantine. Like I think people had too much time on their hands.
yeah,
So that's when they started
and
watching stuff and realized, oh my God, this is racist. Oh my God, this cartoon, let's rewrite history because that's offensive. Like everything was canceled and it still continues to get canceled. And like the whole Elmer Fudd, about that whole thing.
oh, Elmer Fudd is awesome.
Yeah.
What did he do? What did he do with my boy? What is it now? What did he do?
He he they think that he has a speech impediment and that
He does.
that Looney Tunes was making fun of him. And so
Oh my god.
yep. Um what's his name? Foghorn Leghorn. The whole thing is racist because he's like, yeah, boy. Um,
He's from the
I
South,
know
so yeah, that makes sense. But in the day, it's a fucking cartoon. So what
exactly.
is it now? These people don't have feelings; they're drawn, and like I don't understand that.
No,
The thing with the Pew being a rapist or some shit like that too, or some. Did you hear about that one?
no.
Yeah, apparently they wanted to cancel Pepe Le Pew because he forced himself on that other skunk.
Oh my God. Are,
I remember. I'm like, well, if that's the case, then yeah, there's a whole bunch of cartoons you need to get rid of that do that. Like the fuck.
what about the remade John Legend? Is it John Legend and Megan Trainor? But whoever, but Baby It's Cold Outside. Which
You know, yeah, okay. You're gonna rewrite something for that time was a good song. I still think it's a great song, but for that time, that's what they were. That's what they thought. That's how they were. So you know what it is? It's not people like you and me of our age group. It's these little 19, 20, 21, you know, barely can buy a beer at the bar and freaking got Similac on their breath that basically are mad about everything. They've been coddled all their life. They've been hugged all their life. It's okay, Billy, Bob, and Joey, and Sarah. Don't worry about it. It's okay. And they have not been exposed, to these things. And you want to get mad because somebody says something that you don't like, and then they get mad that you're not mad because they're mad. Make it make sense, please, please. Like I look at this is why I choose to not be around these people. All my friends are my age. I don't have a young friend like that. I can't mess with somebody like that. I can't do it because their mindset is, I want to be mad at everything, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Go right ahead. Is that how you feel? Okay, person, fine. And when my daughter gets of that age, I will politely tell her to make her own decision, and to make her own mind up, and go from there, and to not always. You don't have to always agree with somebody who doesn't agree with something else. If they don't like something you don't like, then you don't have to force that on them either. That's just common sense. But the thing is that everybody has to be offended with everything. I think I said that in one of my last sets. You just have to be mad about everything. Why?
why can't we be just like happy go lucky? I'd like to think
I don't think it's more like happy go lucky. It's like, why don't you just go that way? I go this way.
right.
Why can't you just do that? No, but you want to fix it. You just be mad just to be mad.
Like there's so many
All these,
antics and
yeah.
um
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no,
I,
no,
I, I
go
went on
ahead.
a
No,
tangent.
keep
I'm going.
going.
Go ahead.
Keep going. No, 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 no.
No. This is your show. Well, you're my guest, so I can't take over like
No,
that.
but I
I
want you
apologize.
to
Okay.
because that's why we're having discussions. It's because we're both.
Well, it can't be one sided either.
Oh, if I disagree with something, oh, trust me, I'll speak up.
Right. Well,
But we're talking about
I'm sorry.
what goes on in comedy, and like perfect example. I have epilepsy, So I write the jokes. I write my and they're pretty damn funny. And the past
Right.
couple of times that I performed, the audience got quiet, as if they didn't know if they're supposed to laugh or not. If you're at a comedy show, it's okay to laugh. And I said that, I was like, guys, you're at a comedy show. It's okay to laugh. And
Literally.
then they laughed. They were given like the green light to go and laugh. Like if they find it funny, and it like threw me off a little bit until after I said that. So then the next epilepsy joke I told, well, are you shaving your hair?
Somebody's calling me.
Oh, okay.
I have to call them back.
It's like, is that a razor? Getting rid of the scruff?
No, that's my phone.
You have
That's
it
my phone.
next to the microphone. So,
It's my mother. I'll call her back.
okay. So, are you sure?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he's just calling to say goodnight.
Oh, that's
Like
sweet.
I'm 8 years old. But it's all right.
Oh, that's very sweet. Now,
Yeah.
do you have brothers and sisters, or are you the first child to produce a grandchild?
No, my sister had the honor of doing that. I have two nieces,
Oh, okay.
and my daughter is my mother's third grandchild. So and my sister are her only two kids, and my father has other I have other brothers and sisters, but I'm the oldest of everybody.
Oh, okay. So they beat you
Yeah.
to it. They got
No, yeah.
um.
Well, kind of undefeated for a while, but it happens.
She must spoil your daughter.
Er,
Does she live in New York, or do you,
I'm sick or tired of freaking New York.
I hate?
That's another story for another podcast. But you were saying?
I also hate New York. I'm over it. But comedy. If you're at a show and you get offended, then you should not be going to a comedy show. And if you're
Exactly.
there,
Go bass fishing or something. Like,
not just fishing, bass fishing.
yeah, like do something else. Do something bland and boring, like going to like an art show or a Kenny G concert or something. And I like Kenny G, but something more like of your thing to do. Like, what do these kids do? All they do is sit around the computer and vape and bitch to each other. So like, do that.
It's so easy to hide behind a computer, and
Yeah,
and like no one socializes, and when they do, it, they've watched so much shit on TV that they expect comedy to be hysterical and hilarious. And okay, so you don't have to like the comedian, you don't have to like the comic, you don't have to sit there and heckle them either because you're not enjoying their comedy and where others might be because you feel that you got offended.
right.
So does there have to be a disclaimer now? Warning, you might get offended. And then,
But yeah, once we start doing disclaimers for comedy, I'm sorry to cut you off.
yeah,
But once we start doing disclaimers for comedy, then that's gonna be the end of it because there's not gonna be a show where nobody's not gonna get pissed off or get offended about somebody or something said. You know.
that's basically where it's heading, though, sadly. Um, like,
Well, I guess I have to find. Well, I have a day job, so I'll be alright.
okay, good. I I never knew this, like, because as we were saying, like everything's just being canceled. I never knew that. Um, and I don't follow football, and I'm drawing a blank, but the Indians are no longer the Indians.
Yeah,
Like, and I forget what they are. The Chiefs now, is that what they are?
yeah, the Guardians,
Okay, because the name came.
Cleveland Guardians.
Okay,
That's another thing. I'm like, you waited a whole 60 years, and that team's been the Indians for 100, and now all of a sudden you want to change their name because one person didn't like it. And I'm gonna tell you on behalf of Indians that they don't care.
right.
They don't give a fuck. They didn't give a fuck since they got casinos and money. They don't give a shit. Like, okay, you can have take the land. Give a like, like and then the team in Washington, they're no longer the Redskins. So that's another Indian team that's not that that anymore.
What
So yeah,
what are they now?
they are the Commanders.
Oh my God. Like what, is it AKA? Can you say like the, the Chiefs, AKA, or oh wait, knee, knee
Right.
the Indians.
The Yankees should be banned too, right?
Yep,
I mean, that's kind of racist, don't you think?
yep, Yankee and Patriots. Just give it a matter of
Oh
time.
yeah. Oh, definitely. Oh, definitely that. New England. I don't know. That's 100 of them. Top of my head. But there are some schools that have decided, no, we're not changing our name. Some colleges and some others, but it's really mainly pro sport teams that have changed it. But like the high school and college, I'm like, screw that. I'm not, we're not changing the name for what? For what?
Like it's ridiculous.
It's about money and sponsorships.
Yep,
So if they don't, if they want you to change your name, if you want this money, you got to do what they say. So that's why they changed it. And like I said, there are people that still go to those games and with their Redskin jackets and all that shit.
I'm getting rid of the
And,
Redskin logos.
yeah,
So it's so ridiculous. You really think like some Native American people are sitting around? We are very offended by that football game. We are no longer supporting.
it's like shit. They got paid. They got paid, and they continue to get paid. Just like the whole we can't call Columbus Day anymore.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
Why?
because it's offensive.
You know what that's to me? A day off. That's what I call it. A day off. You
National
know?
National Day Off.
Yeah. All these holidays are day off. Got a day off tomorrow.
Yep.
And from what I last time I checked, not everybody's black. So yeah. Um.
But I wonder if certain things are open, like that,
Yeah.
to rake in the money. Like museums, I think are open in the city, and anything that'll rake in money for people who have the day off.
Yeah.
And,
If that's the case, then why isn't 9/11 a national holiday?
um, that's a good point. They should make it September 11th. I mean, they're probably
Yeah,
like,
but
well, Memorial Day is taken. Um, let's see. I guarantee.
okay, but we're not here for Shari and yeah. So if that was a national day of mourning and remembrance, then why is it not a national holiday? Yes, they still do the ceremonies and everything every year, but people still go to work, right?
Right. And people.
Hello,
Yeah. Are you there?
what the fuck? Like, like no, I'm still here. At any point we get cut off, let me know.
I will.
But
They should make it a holiday. More people.
yeah, I want another day off. Shit.
More people are like, well, oh my God,
Matter
I
of fact,
forgot that it was September 11th.
because I'm my wife's caregiver too. When I work for her, that's a holiday. Shit, that's that holiday pay. Yeah, I'll do that. Absolutely, absolutely, yes, I'll take that.
I'll take that.
And then I'll give you one. I'll do another one for you. They just made Juneteenth a holiday, right?
They made what?
Juneteenth.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I don't give a shit. I don't. Why? Because okay, you wait all this time to do that, and as a black person, you know what day it is and all that. But to me, okay, it's just another day off, just like Christmas, and New Year's, and you know Hanukkah and all that. It's a day off. Like what the fuck? Like why should I care? Like
Well, technically, Hanukkah, they don't, nothing closes. Like on Christmas,
it doesn't.
everything closes.
I'm oh right. Well, actually, hold on. Things close. Um, with your people, they close before sundown,
That's
don't they?
only on the high holy days, which a lot of
Uh,
companies give their employees off. They give off, what is it? The high holy days are okay. So you're right. They just don't do Hanukkah, but they they do Yom Kippur and Rosh Hashanah
Right.
are the big holy days. Like, I don't know what you practice, if you practice, but I call myself the hypocritical Jew because the only times I go to temple are during the high holy days and then Passover. So the big holy days, because it's the new year, or Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, then Passover. And
Hmm.
so it's like, what is the big holiday like for you? Well, Easter, Good Friday,
Right.
you know, and Good Friday I know isn't like a good thing, like, or but
Actually, yes, it is. I'm not going to get religious, but for the people that believe, it is because of what happened on that day. Now we're going to go from there. But I I put it like this because of those people, because I've also said this to my friend too, because of, he's not religious. But I said to him, I said, it's your right to not do that. You don't have to be religious because, we've been given free will. And what I've been raised and born on, and what I've been practicing is that it's to love them anyway and to pray for you anyway. So what am I? Well, how can I not do that? If people I don't like in either, they're not grateful. Still gotta love them. I don't want to, but I do. Trust me, there'd be so many times I just wanted to be like that motherfucker, oh my god. But what am I gonna do? I got high blood pressure. What the fuck? I'm not trying to go off on these people. Come on, like shit. I'm surprised it's not as much stuff that we deal with, like in this area, in this neighborhood, with these people and these, all that stuff. I'm surprised my not doing the roof. Thank God. But yeah.
I had a neighbor and she passed away and I feel really bad. Um she basically didn't, then this is how I look at it, she didn't respect that I'm Jewish. So she would always be like, she gave me a Bible and she's like, you have to accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior or you're going to hell. And I'm like, well, I don't believe in hell. So far you
But that's not her call.
right.
She doesn't have that power. So that's my problem that I have with religious zealots like that. That's not your say to say that.
Right.
You can't do that.
Yeah. Like respect me. And I felt like by her doing that, it wasn't respectful. And then she gave me a Bible. She took the time to put like tabs in it. Now I feel bad, like put tabs and reference points and everything. But it wasn't going to change me. It wasn't going to convert me. And so she said, I know the truth. And I just remember her saying it so clearly. I know the truth, babe. I know the truth. And she wanted me um uh, to basically, convert. And she never said convert, but if I didn't accept Jesus as my Lord and Savior, I was going to hell. So what does that say to you?
Well, according to the scripture and how that is, yes, that is the truth. But again, like I said, that is the call that everyone is entitled to live their life the way they choose to live their life.
Right.
But if you do not choose that way, because then you have to understand that that's what it is. And a lot of people, kind of misinterpret that, but that's what it is. But there's no reason to treat nobody differently because they think
Right. Like,
other than that. And it's hard for me. Been hard for me too. You know,
oh, because
it's been hard.
are you religious?
It's been difficult for me too.
I'm sorry.
It's very hard. Because but and I'm gonna have to wrap this up because my daughter's up. But it's just one of those things that was hot button issues in those conversations there.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
And,
or another time.
yes.
But I'm gonna have to let you go.
Yeah.
My daughter is up,
Okay.
and we'll wrap again soon.
Yeah.
And just let me know when you're available again. But it was nice talking to you, and hopefully you do this again.
Okay, definitely. And don't forget to call your mother back.
Oh, right, definitely. All right. Hi, Mom. Yeah.
Um,
Okay. You're on. You're on. Yeah.
all
Okay.
right.
All right.
Bye, Aaron.
All right.
Take care.
Later.
Bye. We're still connected. We're still recording.